Hello, everybody. It is us again, and we are back on that City Skylines because Dad won't come and see me.
It's not that I won't, it's that I can't. My schedule
Hmm.
is absolutely crazy. And I promise, I actually do own clothes besides hoodies.
Do you?
Hmm
I'm always so afraid. I'm like, when did the fuck was the last time I wore this shirt? And I'm pretty sure I wore this shirt. What seems to them, uh, like maybe 4 or 5 days ago, but to me that has been like a week ago.
Right. True that.
So yeah, there's that.
I was bragging on the great experience I had on the Dogma Debate live show in Fayetteville, Arkansas last weekend for
Mm-hmm.
Logicon. Did you see the picture that came out yesterday or last night?
No, what?
Yeah, yeah. So, uh, Phil Ferguson,
Phil Ferguson.
Phil Ferguson, yeah, he's a important guy in the movement.
Mm-hmm.
He's the money guy. He is behind me doing rabbit fingers,
That's funny.
and JT is watching him do it, and David Smalley's watching him do it,
That's
and nobody's saying nothing.
funny.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Just
You know.
rude, rude, rude. To hell with this whole movement. I'm done.
The
I'm
whole
out.
thing.
I'm out. Jesus, here I come. I'm on my way back, Lord.
I'm on my way back.
These people are asses. No,
That's
it was
funny.
cute. It was cute. I'm probably going to turn it into my profile pic here in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you can link me to it, I'll try to
Share it.
put it in there. Well, I'll put it in on the screen.
I will do it right now while you're getting your stuff settled.
Oh, it's
So,
not settled. It is going.
oh,
This
I know.
is
I can
yeah.
see it. I can see it's going.
I'm waiting until I can put down an elementary. And I'll probably, I don't know, put it maybe over here. I don't know. Got to see how all that kind of goes. I think elementary in this little suburb will be good.
Yeah, well, you've got to have some education, some edumacation.
I do. I don't want everyone being just stupid.
Dude,
Yes.
did you see what happened in Wisconsin last night?
I didn't. I'm behind on every single thing that you could possibly be behind on.
Cruz. Cruz
What?
won. Cruz won Wisconsin.
Did he?
Yes. Yes. Cruz won Wisconsin. He got the most delegates out of it. Of course, Trump would get some. I'm not sure. I gave up. I mean, here's what's so amazing. Here's what is so amazing. I would love to know CNN's ratings now that Cruz is doing better. Because, like, since Cruz was winning in Wisconsin, they had to sit there on hold, waiting for him to come, give his victory speech where they're normally just, focused on Trump's podium, waiting on him to come out.
Yeah.
I would love to know if people are just like, screw it, I'm done.
Yeah. Like.
It's like even the people who voted, the votes for Cruz is pretty obvious. Is actually just a vote against Trump. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty much. I can see the hell out of that.
All
But
right, I'm gonna find this picture so you can.
so I can link it in.
Yep.
Okay. This city's gonna have a horrible time with fire safety. But I'll tell you fucking what, with this city,
What?
it is gonna have great traffic.
Yeah, it should. It's not gonna go bankrupt for a lack of pavement.
Yeah. I mean, like, look at down here. Like, this is the only, like, real bad zone. But this is a 4-lane entry and exit. And this is a 4-lane. And this is a 4-lane that wraps into this 4-lane, which wraps all the way around these little suburb. It's great. It's perfect.
Yeah, you do have it pretty masterful. If somebody gets tied up in traffic, that one spot, I didn't even realize that you had the ability to see screwed up
Yeah.
traffic patterns and so forth. Oh, I guess it's been there. Water availability. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
What?
All right. Just the way that's possible, where it is literally tracking every little aspect of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I had to put the Facebook. What is the deal? Now, I just said the Facebook. That wasn't the end of my sentence. I know it's not the Facebook, like it's not the Instagram and those things.
Yeah.
I was going to say I had to put the Facebook app back on my phone because I was just running it out of Safari.
Mm-hmm.
But they pretty well have got it to where if you don't have Messenger downloaded, you're just out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no Messenger, no play. Yeah.
Yeah. But I like the Messenger app.
Oh, I do too. I just have a phone that holds like, 30K. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
All
fair.
right, I'm saving the photo.
You're still on that?
Hey, my life is tricky, 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 tricky
Tricky,
dicky,
tricky.
tricky dicky.
Well then.
Dude, I'm about to watch the last episode of 11/22/63.
You know what I've still yet to watch one of?
Um, 11/22/63.
That would be the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done that. Even though you've told me to
Sure.
several times.
It's fantastic.
But I'm my own man, and I will
You
watch
are
things
your
on my
own
own.
man. You are completely your own man. I just sent you that picture via text. I wonder. I
Well, I
wonder
threw
if
my phone, so
you threw your phone. Oh, because it started ringing or something.
yeah, it was vibrating on the table, and I didn't want it to just all you
Interfere with
hear
the
is
game.
Yeah.
I got you. I got
So
you.
I was just trying to get away. Help
It
the
sounded
boy
like you
out.
just squashed a cat. Do you have a cat in there that you
What?
squashed?
Oh, is that my chair? That?
Yeah.
That'd be my rickety ass old chair.
Look at this. All right, so I'm gonna see if they can see it.
No, there's.
It's
too
whited
bright.
out. It's too bright. Are you sure?
I'm gonna put it up. What are you doing?
I know, I'm
It's
just-
literally
I
gonna
know.
be put up.
I know, but I'm just playing with it now.
No, put it down. It's terrible. You can't see anything.
It's terrible.
It's highlighted pink. That's all it is.
Terrible. It's terrible. Life is terrible. It's all terrible.
No, just that. I gotta make more money. Ah, congratulations. I got a better town. Alright, so these people are having power problems? Is that what's happening over this way? Did I ever do that? Yeah, it looks like that's gonna have to be a thing. So I mean, we can go back and talk. So you really enjoyed being with everybody over there.
I did. Are you even paying attention to me on
No,
the camera?
fuck no. I was doing other things.
Yes. Yes, I did. I truly, truly, truly enjoyed visiting with everyone, and so it's refreshing. I feel good again about things.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, now my getting back into the groove with the movement and being more involved. I mean, there may be a little price with that. Matter of fact, I've already had a conversation with David Smalley where I'm going to go and be on the podcast. You ought to come with me. You're going to have a great time.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be on the radio show, and we're going to just talk about the life of an activist and, the things that you fear and the things, that you have to deal with and all of that kind of stuff.
And how difficult it is.
How difficult it is to be up front, to be at
Yeah.
the, front of the line. And the price that you pay for it compared to other people, are
Which, I mean, is a good amount.
which is a huge amount. And so I'm excited to be involved. I mean, we may end up, having to do a GoFundus so that we, can pay, for the electricity if things get too far out of hand and people lose their
Yeah.
minds, But that's just part of it. I mean, I literally backed off truly out of concern of how can I make all these pieces fit together. And the reality of it is that you really can't.
Yeah.
There's
You
some
can't.
things, there's some things that you just cannot make fit together. And so that's just the way that is.
Yeah. I mean, it's always give and take. If there's any anime nerd out there, if you watched Oh, now I'm gonna blank on it. Oh, there's rain and shit in this game right now.
I don't ever remember seeing it rain
I
before.
don't either, and it is making the video choppy as shit for some reason. Not on my side, but no BS.
Yeah, it's pretty choppy over here, but I'm seeing it through Skype, so.
That's true. Well, that's just gonna be choppy. Um, can you Full Metal Alchemist? You have equivalent exchange, so it takes something to make something.
Right.
So it's always going to take something to be able to make something or help with others, help
It
with people.
does. That's right. That's a really, really, really good way of putting um, the situation as a whole. No matter how clever you are, it's going to always be a challenge to to try to to try to do what so far nobody's really been able to do, which is to be completely out and not be in some type of jeopardy in some way. You know, even it was kind of fascinating. Even the Walmart folks that were at the end of the conference, the last speaker was the founder of a Walmart group, kind of a social group within the Walmart organization, and you apparently can have groups representing anything. You could be like, we're the group who is really into, yellow fluorescent soccer balls, and this is our group.
Yeah.
And Walmart lets you do that, and there's, some kind of benefits from it or something.
Oh,
But
that's cool.
anyway, yeah, it's pretty cool. And so anyway, they'd had some type of interfaith activity, and the guy realized there was nothing secular represented, and so he, went out on a limb and got that started. And one of the statements he made was, particularly in the upper echelons, whenever he would have conversations with those managers and so forth, and say, you know, I'm paraphrasing now, you can watch the whole video online, I'm sure. But
Hmm.
basically, inviting them to be in the group, their reaction was pretty much, yeah, you know, I'm with you, but I don't want to risk my career.
I'm not with you publicly.
I'm with you, but I'm not with you publicly. And so that's, even for something like that, even an organization that has the ability to diversify to the extent that they've got support groups, within the organization, it still doesn't mean that there's absolutely no risk.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Well, I mean, that's kind of every group. No matter where you're at, you're always gonna not have the ability to be as open
right.
about things. And I mean, that sucks, but
It does.
it's
It
kind of
does.
understandable. I mean, as a big business, you're not going to be able to have as much liberty as like me or you, where we
Right.
can kind of be more ourselves.
Right.
And that
That's
sucks. But
it does. It does suck, but it's also a matter of time. I mean, here's what you can't have. Here's, going back to the alchemy. This is what I think you can't have. You can't be at the beginning of a revolution
hmm
and also fully enjoy the benefits that the revolution will bring.
yeah, totally.
That's the thing. You know, if you're in a if you're a soldier for peace and you're in the middle of the battle that will ultimately bring peace, then
Yeah, you're in that likelihood that you
yeah,
might not be in the
yeah,
you
your
might
your
not be
kids,
with
that's
peace.
right. Yeah, your kids. Um, your kids may enjoy it. Hopefully will enjoy it far more than what you're able to at first,
Yeah.
so uh, anyway, that's neither here nor there, but it was a lot
Yeah.
of fun. It was a great, 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 great time, and
Well,
I
that's
hate to
good.
just go on and on about it, but it was that good.
Well, that's good though. Like, we need a couple of those. We need to be able to have those good times. You know.
Yes, absolutely. Well, you need to be re-energized. I mean, think of how freaking awesome our little world is now. All right, you and I coming from, little bitty Rose Pine slash DeRitter, DeRitter being 5 times bigger than Rose Pine, and
Mm-hmm.
DeWitt only being 10,000 people. Our entire parish, which is a pretty large parish, is only like 40,000 people, you know. But nevertheless, this weekend, whenever I'm in Manhattan,
Mm-hmm.
um, there's a lot of people there that I know, even though I'm
Yeah.
from this little bitty, nowhere. To the extent that I was able to get on Facebook Messenger and reach out and say, "Hey, anything going on Saturday night? Because I'm flying up there just for a lunch." A
Mm-hmm.
lunch meeting, anything going on. And immediately, I'm communicating, especially with one guy in particular who's always been such a good friend. And it is a small, wonderful little world.
Yeah, and I mean, which is awesome.
It is. It's very awesome. It is very awesome.
Because that's definitely not something that everybody gets to do.
That's right. That's exactly right. Especially doesn't not everyone gets to do from our part of the world.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, this is brand new to our family in particular.
Yeah.
And it's not in any way a criticism to our family. It's just, we haven't had these opportunities before. It hasn't opened up quite this way. Like we've got my stepdad. Your grandfather has traveled overseas a good bit for work,
Mm-hmm.
but that's also a little niched itself. So what I think is fascinating with this, and this is to me a very, very interesting point about being involved in something like this, a movement like this,
Mm-hmm.
is not only do you have the the opportunity to learn more and to express, teach what you've learned, but because of its size and the way that it works and the way that everybody can connect, and obviously social media helps with this a huge amount,
Mm-hmm.
you're able to broaden your horizons culturally
Yeah.
in
Very
in
true.
yeah, in other ways besides just over the subject of atheism. I mean, because how would we have ever, like, for instance, I went all the way to Michigan and I spoke in a Jewish synagogue, but it was
Yeah.
extremely, extremely liberal, atheistic synagogue.
Mm.
Where would I've ever ran into cultural Jews like that from my part of the world?
Yeah, exactly. That's
You
just a
know,
thing that just doesn't exist in our little spot. Like there's just that's never been a thing, and probably good chance will never be a thing.
right?
And I mean, I love being able to get out and meet the people that care about the same things that we care about.
Absolutely.
That always is a good feeling. And anytime that I haven't been to a conference in a long time, but every time that I go, I always feel refreshed.
It is. It is. It is. It is very, very refreshing. And then, it's obviously educational.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of interesting to watch some of us conference hoppers, who are at conferences regularly, maybe not go to every single presentation,
Mm-hmm.
usually because we've already heard that particular presentation before.
Yeah.
But to be able to let your hair down and, you'll see people, walking around in the hallways, visiting with people. There's a conference family.
Yeah.
There's an internet family, then there's a conference family, and it's just really, really, really worthwhile. And it's particularly worthwhile when you're more fully engaged. It's
Yeah.
always people should never be discouraged if they're not completely out, not completely engaged. Um, if they don't feel like they're getting the maximum benefit of their experience yet,
Mm-hmm.
because they just kind of need to hang around, hang on until their life works out in a way that they can be more engaged. And the more engaged you are, the more benefit you get from the experience, I think.
Yeah. And I've been to a bunch of I haven't been to one in, I don't know what, 2 years maybe.
Oh no, you didn't you go to something last year?
I don't think I went to. Oh, the one in Texas, huh? With one of my friends.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I mean we did that, but I haven't really went to any really large one since I don't know what was gonna be the recent rally was gonna be like the last huge one I went to, but it's always I don't know, it's just always good to have the that ability to be able to socialize with everybody, like some of the speakers that normally you'd never be able to really talk to, you're able to talk to, and you're able to kind of see where they're coming from on things, and I mean just get more perspective. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at, is you just get more perspective. Just like what you're saying, with like our little town, where we come from, there's you would never in a million years be able to go to the synagogue, but now you have that perspective, and
Right.
which is a great thing, a little bit of perspective.
It is a great thing, and I think it's a necessary thing. Our contention has always been that atheism is just a jumping off point. It's just the start. You're getting freed not just from superstition, but there's these levels. You're getting freed from supernaturalism, which frees you from superstition, which then frees you from sacredness, which frees you from religion, which then frees you from cultural oppression.
Yeah.
And so part of this experience of going out and meeting different kinds of people from different walks of life, people, different circumstances, that's part of that cultural learning that goes on,
Yeah.
which is about perspective, that you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, just always a good thing that you don't always stay with the same group, like you just always you trying to learn new things and do new stuff, and I think that's what kind of what the movement's all about, is finding that you're not the only one.
Yes, that's right. Well, that's what's kind of neat to me, is that there's a couple of different needs that get met. It's wonderful whenever you connect with someone who's kind of in many ways mirrors your own experience. I mean, that's one of the benefits of me always being out there talking about the ministry, talking about ex-ministers, because that's going to resonate more so with an ex-minister. Are you really going to have that road? Oh, that was a water line so crooked.
Oh, yeah.
You think I'm not paying attention, but I am.
Oh, you didn't even talk about like this section going on right around here. Like, this is not connected at all.
I felt like you was being artistic.
Yeah, well,
abstract planning.
being something.
But I do think, it obviously means a lot to connect with people who are like you, but then it also means a whole lot to really be refreshed. And I've used refreshed entirely too much through these videos here lately, but
Yeah.
to just grow as a person by being exposed to major differences.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just it's always a good thing to have those new experiences. But we've come to that awful time of the video,
Really?
where
How
it's
sad.
been 24 minutes actually.
Well,
Yeah.
oh, and you just got a
Yeah, it all happened around the
that's
same time,
All right, well, good for us.
right?
Good for us.
Yep.
All right,
So-
well, Paul, thank you. I know that I discouraged you at the very beginning when I was telling you how tired I was, and that I've been sitting truly right here for almost 12 hours straight today. So thank you for making it fun and easy.
Well, I've been trying. I was trying to be so engaged, but I can only be so engaged with the game I like. So
It is a good game.
I
That's
hope I actually, hopefully I didn't seem too out of sorts.
Well, I think we've taken a little bit of a turn in our videos. I'm sure we'll continue to be funny, and particularly as we add more people to it and different things like that. But I like the idea that we basically kind of got like a little podcast going with gaming in the background.
20-minute at a time podcast.
20
Yeah,
minute at a time podcast.
it's
Exactly.
bite size, so we can handle it, not the viewers. It's for us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
So we
telling.
don't go crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. It looks like I might have the Statue of Liberty soon.
Oh, sweet. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so that's good. I think this is actually one of the biggest. No. I've had bigger, but maybe not this quickly.
Yeah, you've done pretty good, man, for that first one this week that just boom.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
All right.
But all right. Well, that's gonna be the end of this video.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Have a good one, guys. Peace.
Hope you enjoyed the video. We're always very interested in your comments, so please do leave them. Thank you very, very much for watching, and a special thank you to our patrons over on Patreon. If you want to know how you can help us continue to make these videos, or you're just interested in seeing more videos, not just gaming videos, but also inspirational videos, then come and join us at patreon.com/JerryDeWitt. Thanks again for watching.